doing my houseplant tour. I've always had them in my home, but recently it's become a huge hobby of mine and I wanted to start incorporating that on my channel. So if you guys are interested in seeing all of the plants that I own, then just keep watching. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit that red subscribe button down below for more videos on plants and just other mommy and family videos as well. First off, before I start showing you the plants, I wanted to add that this little stand shelving unit that my plants are on, this is actually built by my husband. I showed him a picture of something online that I really liked and he went out and grabbed some wood and threw it together for me. He's really into woodworking, so I am super thankful that he could build this for me, and I'm just in love with the light natural wood color, and it makes a great home for all my little plants. Alright, so first off, we're going to start over here on the left. This right here is a caladium, I don't know if I'm saying that exactly correctly. It's also nicknamed the Heart of Jesus. And I picked this up for about $5 at one of my local plant nurseries. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with it. I have heard that they are kind of meant to be floppier plants, but this thing is literally all over the place. But it does have these gorgeous arrow-shaped leaves, and I do really like it, but I'm not quite sure what I will end up doing with this plant because it is all over the place. They literally just dangled down. I repotted it. I'm trying to get the plant stronger, but I'm pretty sure it's just kind of a messy plant. It was all over the place when I bought it, so we're just kind of letting that do its thing over there for now. And to the right of that is this little succulent that I got from Walmart for, I believe, like under $2. It was not doing very well when I got it. So yeah, it is still not doing the best. It kind of just flops everywhere, so I try to keep it leaned up, but I am propagating some of its little babies, which I'll show you guys in just a few minutes. So for now, I'm just kind of leaving it there, and I may just end up propagating them all. Next to that is my vinca vine. I love, love, love vines. I got this plant from Pike, actually in the outdoor section. This is a ground cover plant, so it does spread pretty quickly, but I really want to get it going pretty crazy in my house. I love the foliage of the leaves with the white tips, and it's just so beautiful, and it adds such a great little contrast to my home. Alright, so this plant is a pretty sad story. This is a Fabian Aurelia. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that exactly correctly, but when I bought it, it was pretty tall. But it drooped pretty quickly. I'm not exactly sure. I need to look up a little bit more about this one and how to save it. I did just take off some of the leaves a couple days ago because they were browning. There is new growth on it, so that is really promising, and I overall really love the plant. I love that it has these round circle leaves. This guy right here is just a pothos. It does have some color variation on it, so I'm not exactly quite sure what kind it is, but it is very beautiful and I love it. Alright, to the right of that, I have this giant snake plant. I love this. I love the color variation. I plan on getting a ton more of these for my home. They're also known as the plants of steel, so they are supposed to be really easy to grow, really easy to maintain, and I just love the way that they look. Alright, so on to the next shelf. This right here is a peace lily that my husband actually picked up for me this weekend when he got off shift. He is a fireman, so on the morning that he got off, he stopped by a plant store and picked this up for me to surprise me, and I love it. It's so pretty. I love the green leaves and the way they just kind of flail out like that. This plant right here, I picked up in the succulent area, but I did do some research and it seems like it is a lace aloe. So it is technically in the aloe family, but I love the color. I love how it has these little white specks all over it. And it has actually been growing really nice. All right, back here I actually have a Venus flytrap. My son, my 5-year-old son, has been wanting one of these so bad, and I actually found one then the other day at my local Kroger, which I was so surprised because we were actually about to go purchase one from Lowe's that day, but whenever I ran to the store I saw them there, so of course I had to pick him up one. I actually got two, which I'll show you the other one in a second. And these are just so cool. He loves watching them, and I'm excited to do some more research on these and hopefully keep it alive. Alright, this next plant right here is one of my favorites. This is a red maranta, and it is It is a tropical plant. I like to keep it pretty moist. I mist it quite a bit as well. It is so beautiful. I got this thing and it was pretty small, and it has just grown like crazy. I just love the colors of the leaves, the contrast. This has become my favorite plant, so I will definitely be picking up more of these. It got a little wilty. I'm not exactly sure. I just misted it this morning though, so I'm hoping that it kind of gets it together again. But if you guys have not seen these or have one, I would definitely recommend going and picking one up. This one was only $3 at my local Home Depot, and I am just in love with it. Alright, so right here I have another snake plant, and this one actually came with another little bulb, which was actually underneath the soil whenever I first got it, and I saw it whenever I repotted it, and it has been sprouting up, and I'm so excited. I'll probably separate those at some point, but for now I just love it. I love the way it looks, and hopefully this one grows as tall as this one up here. Alright, moving on, here is one of my little palms. I love this plant. I have found that the leaves crisp really easily, so I will probably shade this one a little bit more. Might do some rearranging on my plant shelf, but I did have one of these that I kept near a window and the leaves literally burned. So alright, right here, I'm not really sure what's going on with this plant. This is my pineapple plant. My husband actually rooted this from a cutting from a pineapple, and we've had it for about a year now. So if you guys have never rooted a pineapple cutting, I would definitely recommend it. It was pretty fun to do and see all the roots, and now we have a plant from it. Alright, so next up is my fiddle leaf fig. This is Phil. I named him Phil whenever I got him. And I picked Phil up from a local plant nursery for only $25. I've seen these things run for as low as $50 and as high as $160, depending on the size. So whenever I first got him, he was definitely a little bit shorter than he is now. He has grown really well. His leaves have gotten so much bigger and just expanded. He seems to be thriving. I love these big paddle leaves. One thing with these, you definitely want to take care of them properly. I will be filming a video on how I take care of him. He's definitely got tons of new growth going on down here, and I recently just did some cuttings of him that I'm going to propagate, so I will show you guys that in just a few minutes. Alright, so in my living room, this is one of my favorite plants. This is my string of pearls. This is such a popular plant. It gives off these little pearls, and this is actually considered a succulent. If you want, I can do a separate video on my string of pearls, but it is such a beautiful plant. It grows from up there and then it just dangles down, and I love the look that it gives in my living room, and I just kind of keep it hanging from the ceiling right here in a corner, and it seems to be doing really well. It's definitely grown quite a bit since I picked this one up. And I surprisingly found this one in my local Pike. I know that they're very popular and kind of hard to find, so whenever I saw it, I literally ran so fast across. I probably looked like a crazy person, but I ran and put it in my cart. I was so excited. And this one was only $15. So this next plant is actually in my bedroom. I picked up this lipstick hanging plant from Home Depot recently, and I love the way that it looks hanging in here. I have it in my corner next to a bright window. It has definitely grown quite a bit since I got it, and I put it on this little DIY macrame hanger that I did. It's really easy to take care of. The leaves are so gorgeous. And I'm guessing it's called the lipstick plant because it kind of looks like little tubes of lipstick hanging off. So now I'm going to show you guys some of my little propagations I have going on. So the first one, this is in my bedroom windowsill, and this is a marble queen pothos. I took some cuttings from my mother's, and she has a beautiful huge marble queen pothos in her living room, and she gave me some cuttings, so I cut those and I have them rooting in some water. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys real quick just some little succulent pieces that I'm rooting in some soil. I just have them here in a window, and I just kind of mist them every day or so. Here I have my fiddle leaf fig cutting that I'm trying to root. The leaf did get kind of crispy brown on top, so I'm probably going to move this somewhere else. I had it in the window, but I think it was getting too much sun. Alright, last but not least, this is my little, I call it my propagation station. I always joke with my husband because it's pretty near our kitchen table, so I just think it's so funny how I have all these little plants over here. So I'm going to quickly just show you guys kind of what is going on over here. So right here I have some more vinga vine. I actually found this in my parents' yard, and I'm propagating this in some water. I'm also propagating some polka dot plant. The mother plant actually died, so I'm definitely doing more research on that plant before I plant these little babies. I'm glad I took these cuttings. These are newer cuttings, and here's some more, and I'll show you. This plant roots really well and beautifully. I love looking at the roots, and this one will be ready to pot soon. There's 2 little cuttings, and their roots have grown so much. Like literally I will look at this plant at night and I'll have like no roots, and then you wake up and they're like this. So I love seeing that. It's just really satisfying knowing that you're growing a new plant. Next I just have some pothos over here and some, I want to say Dieffenbach. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. This plant actually died, and I grabbed some cuttings of it before it died. Alright, last but not least, this is my prayer plant propagation I have going on. Honestly, I just love looking at this, even though like just in a glass of water. This one has started to root, that you can see in there, and I'm so excited for this. As I just told you, this is my favorite plant right now, and it's got 2 little roots sprouting. So I'm just keeping that over here in the window. I can't wait to have a new plant from this. Alright guys, so that concludes my little plant tour. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and if you like houseplants too, let me know down below what your favorite houseplant is. I would love to expand my little indoor forest I have going on, so definitely let me know. And if you have any questions or have any special requests for videos, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.